Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy Dan, aka aDrive. Bringing you guys week 1 of the Little Cup off-season tournament for the UCL United Championship League. The St. Louis Rampardos taking on the Grand Canyon Greninjas. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to be taking on Grand Canyon Greninjas twice, Numb Nexus and the Pittsburgh Pichus twice, and of course Shitty Penguin and the New York Mankeys twice. And the team that has the best record out of us 4 teams will move on to the next round of Little Cup here in the UCL. First and foremost, go check out Twitch's channel in the description below. I'm sure he would appreciate you showing some love on his side of the match. And if you could like this video as well, that'd be absolutely phenomenal. Question of the day today is, have you ever played Little Cup before? And if so, do you plan on trying it if you have not done so? So, I did not do a pregame press conference. I'll run through my team very, very quickly right now. The reason why I didn't do a team press conference, guys, because I don't know anything about Little Cup. So there's not much for me to break down. But we're bringing our Mienfoo here, our Maruchan noodles, rocking that Jolly Nature, basically trying to be super bulky with that Regenerator, U-turn, knockoff, Drain Punch, Fake Out. Phenomenal lead here. We've got our Rudolph, the blue-nosed Diglett here, our Blue Dolph. He's got Earthquake, Rock Slide, Sucker Punch, and Reversal, rocking that Focus, Sash. I have 18 speed just to make sure I outspeed everything on his team. Unless he has a choice Scarf user, it'd be really nice to catch that Helioptile. We've got Goldie Rocks here, our nice golden Nose Blast carrying the Berry Juice. He's got HP Grass, Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, and Rock Blast for general coverage. Of course, we got max defense, a little slow for those slow volt switches. We've got our homie 1-Up, our Shroomish, running a max attack set with Drain Punch, Synthesis, Spore, and Bullet Seed. Twit's team has nothing to take a Spore, so we can definitely put something to sleep here with 1-Up. We've got Majora here, Majora's Mask, running them Toxic Spikes with Knockoff, Will-O-Wisp, and Hex. Hoping I can get those Toxic Spikes right off the bat, set up really nicely, and I can start knocking off some items and stuff to try to help out the rest of the team. We're kind of a bulky set, especially defensive, and I think I'm actually the wrong nature. I'm minus special attack. I actually shouldn't be, but it's whatever. It's Little Cup. And then last but not least, we have Ellie here, our Sandshrew, which has positive defense and knockoff, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. That is our squad here. So anyway, before we jump into things here, I'm gonna let you guys know I played probably 4 or 5 Little Cup matches in my life. I am not taking this seriously. You guys should just enjoy it for the quality of just fun content, but I'm not going to be as serious as I normally am. I have my calcs open, I have my predictions of what Twit's going to bring, but honestly, I'm not taking it that crazy, man. It's Little Cup, I didn't practice, I know nothing about Little Cup. It's just going to be fun, man. I'm excited to have the little tiny monsters fighting, and we'll just do it for fun. So, don't be too harsh on me. I don't think anyone in the league is really taking it too seriously. So, I'm going to cut really quick, we'll connect to the internet and take on the match from Twit, and we'll see how things go. Alright guys, so we have connected here with Mr. Twit, and we're gonna find out what team he brought here. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm totally out of my element, totally no idea what we're gonna do for Little Cup. This should be fun, man. You can see kind of what I predicted him to bring on his opponent's team. By the way, shout out to my friend, Matt, for hooking it up. He helped me out. He created my mons for me, and he helped me out with some Little Cup planning. So if I lose, I'm gonna blame you, Matt. No, I'm just kidding. But shout out to him, obviously, for helping me out, because I don't know anything about Little Cup. I'm just gonna keep saying that. It makes me feel better about the fact that could possibly get bodied here. But let's see what his team is here. It's not gonna make any difference. He brings, predicted that marvelously. Doesn't bring the Rattata, brings the Dwebble, brings the Pansage. Pansage could have acrobatics, so you have to keep that in mind. I just don't ask why I know that. I just know these things. Pansage, you put him on the layout, and he doesn't bring his Larvitar. He brings Igglybuff. No idea why he has Igglybuff. I don't even know what that thing does. It's like a little puffball. Look at him dance on the screen now. Helioptile, he doesn't bring Archon. He brings Kabuto. So I think I figured everything else out. Leads for me, man. I'll be honest here. Shroomish is pretty important because Shroomish can actually do some stuff. But I'll type out his team here in a second. Let me think about this. Leads on his end, he could lead with the Fletchling thingy, he could lead with his Dwebble, let's try to hazard stack. I kind of like the idea of getting up my my Toxic Spikes right off the bat. His Kabuto is a spinner, but if I can get my T-Spikes real quick, that'd be pretty sweet. So let's do that. Let's send out Majora right off the bat here. If he wants to spin him away, I can always spin block him too. So let's give that a go. We'll see how it works, man. Let me just type out his team here. He had Dwebble, Igglybuff, whatever that thing is called, Fletchling. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Pansage, Kabuto is a spinner, and Helioptile is potentially scarfed. So Helioptile. You're gonna see me do we're gonna open up Smogon.com here, guys. That's what we're gonna do. Go to Smogon.com. I'm gonna go look, and we're gonna go look up Igglybuff. We're gonna level Igglybuff. What does Igglybuff do? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. It's got 90 HP. Wow. No movesets are available for Igglybuff. Well, that's very effective. Body Slam. It is Fairy type, right? Yeah, it's Fairy type. Did he decide to pick a move? Okay. He was waiting for the whole clock to run down. He was waiting for the buzzer. All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. We're gonna get my you know, my Yamask out here. Strategies to get those toxic spikes up. He might lead with his Dwebble, trying to get some hazard stacking again. So I do have a spinner in Sandshrew. So he's gonna lead with Blings here, which is his Helioptile. I'm actually not too worried about it. I'm especially defensive, so I can easily stay in here. We can just set up our T-Spikes. I can also knock off his item. He could potentially go for a Volt Switch here, but I think our play is to get those Toxic Spikes, which is what my initial plan was. That'll break the Sturdy on the Dwebble. It'll also make it so he has a harder time setting up with stuff. My understanding is Burn is a much more effective status than Toxic is in Little Cup, just because of the way the HP works, but Helioptile is usually especially offensive. I'm pretty bulky, and I don't really think he can do too much to me. Let's take a look. Helioptile. The most he could do is Dark Pulse for 47 to 57%. That's the most he can do if he's modest. He might just Volt Switch out for 33%. It's so, like, legitimately, this is my first ever Wi-Fi Little Cup battle. I've done a few on Showdown, but it's so cool. So shout out to Majora for being out on the layout here. And Twit's taking a long time to think about this move, man. He's really debating here. I'm just throwing out my T-Spikes, dude. It hits everything on his team except for the Fletchling, which is really good. We can poison everything on his team. And if I could live this hit, he's gonna go for the Surf here, maybe predicting my switch into Sandshrew. It's not Stab, so we're gonna take 5 HP from that. I dig it, dude. That's not bad at all. So the homie Majora is gonna come through, get up those T-Spikes, guys, and I have a free opportunity to fire off a nice little knockoff here on whatever wants to come in. And if this Helioptile is Scarfed, it would be really nice to get rid of its Scarf, because then Diglett can beat it. He might have thought he went for Surf, predicting the Diglett, probably, actually. No, my friend. No. Majora is here. Majora is here to stay. So let's get rid of an item on something. My understanding is in Little Cup, it is incredibly important to just get rid of all the items. Just knock everything off. Yeah, so Surf would have done 23%. This is so weird. So Helioptile, we saw Surf. Not surprised. He might be Scarfed. He might switch out. We might be able to get rid of his item too. That could be cool if we get rid of his Scarf. Again, that'll allow Diglett to outspeed, which means a guarantee KO. Unless he's got Quick Attack, which I guess he could have. I think this thing gets Quick Attack. I have no idea. No idea. I don't know. I think the knockoffs will play, man. I'm not overthinking my plays, guys. I'm just trying to have a good time with Little Cup and see what happens. It should be fun. So he's gonna switch out here. So we're gonna get a free knockoff on something. He's probably gonna go into what, Igglybuff or something? Kabuto. That's fine with me. You're gonna get poisoned, and you can't Rapid Spin because I'm sitting right in front of you, man. So you're gonna lose your item, and you're gonna get knocked off. And I do have the wrong nature on this thing, but that's fine. I'm gonna get rid of his Choice Band. My goodness. What does Kabuto normally have? He was Choice Banded Kabuto, guys. I don't want to lose my Pokemon right now. I don't want to lose Yamask. Not at all. He was Kabuto, man. He was Choice Banded Kabuto. There's nothing he could do that can kill me, and I can Hex him. He's poisoned. He's got no way. He does not have an Eviolite. I can go for that big Hex here. Hex will actually potentially knock him out after poison. Let's go for the Hex, man. I don't think he could kill me in one hit. Now that he doesn't have his boost, he doesn't have his Eviolite. Or his Choice Band. I don't think he can kill me in one hit. And if my T-Spikes are here to stay, that's cool. He's gonna go for the knockoff here. It's gonna do a lot. Oh, we live it with 2 HP. You are a champion, Majora. He crits us. We're gonna get the Mummy ability to knock his battle armor off here. That's actually really good. And this Hex might actually knock him out. He's gonna get rid of our Eviolite. Kind of a bummer. But this gets rid of his spinner. And I don't think he has a defogger. So that does straight up knock him out. Majora's gonna pick up the first kill of Little Cup, knocking out the Kabuto. I dig it, man. So Yamask kills Kabuto with Hex. And Yamask put in the finest of work right off the bat. Right off the bat. Now the question is, does Yamask give us anything other, like, does it give us any more utility now that it's pretty much fried here? Igglybuff, how fast is Igglybuff at? Igglybuff is pretty slow, man, but easily could be invested to be faster than us. I think I actually might be faster than Igglybuff. I almost put Pain Split on this thing, but that's all right. So we got rid of one of his Pokemon. We got rid of the Kabuto. Everything's gonna get poisoned aside from the Fletchling, which is nice. I'd really like to take advantage of the knockoff still, but that's fine. Get rid of the Kabuto is really nice. We got rid of one of the bigger threats there, the Choice Band Kabuto. he had knockoffs. That's one more knockoff user we don't have to worry about. It's not a bad start. That poison could be very useful for us, and especially with the fact that I have like fake out on Mienfoo. We're gonna outspeed a lot of things with Mienfoo, so I can easily switch out if I have to. And we got a lot of bulk still. We got some bulk to handle some stuff here. So here comes Wendat, which is this this little guy, and I am fearing him potentially setting up. So my play is to go for the knockoff here in case he tries to set up. It'd be nice to get rid of his item. I'm just going to sacrifice Majora here. As much as I would like to keep Majora alive to knock off something at later times, I don't think it's worth letting this thing set up on me. So we're going to just like attack it. I think this thing gets like Swords Dance or something. Fletchling and Little Cup. It could be Acrobatics, U-Turn, Swords Dance, Roost with no item. It could be Gale Wings with like Acrobatics, Overheat, HP Grass. Oh my goodness, he's gonna go for the Acrobatics here, so he might just be no item. He is Gale Wings, and he's gonna lose his Gale Wings now, and he's gonna become regular. So Fletchling kills Yamask with Acrobatics, and that leads me to believe he could potentially well, he loses his Gale Wings, so now I outspeed him with everything, and I can actually bring in Bludolf here and go for the potential Rock Slide. He could switch out though. He could have HP for Goldie Rocks. Maruchan, does Maruchan outspeed? Does Mienfoo outspeed? Fletchling? Let's say Fletchling hits, well, standard Fletchling, if he's like, let's say he's Jolly or whatever, Timid, and he's got Max. I actually automatically outspeed him with Maruchan, and I could fake out U-turn, and I'm gonna outspeed everything on his team except for the Heliolisk, which could do some stuff against us. The other idea would be an Ellie, but I think he might have coverage for that. So let's go to Maruchan here. The fake out might be a little bit obvious, so I'm actually thinking I should go for the U-turn instead of the fake out, because I think he's gonna switch out here anyway. Or I can go for the knockoff too, but that might not be the safest play. U-turn's probably the best play. I can't stay in for an Acrobatics anyway. He lost his Gale Wing, so pretty safe to just U-turn here. Do I lose anything from faking out? Do I lose anything by faking out? Only thing I lose by faking out is if he goes into something that's faster than me. But I don't think he's gonna have anything faster than me. I think I should just fake out. What could he go into that's faster than me? Like a Scarf something. Scarf Helioptile. Let's U-turn. We're gonna get a hit off on this thing anyway. And if he doesn't have special coverage, we're gonna be alright with like Sandshrew and Nose Pass. Pretty sure Nose Pass is gonna be able to live anything anyway. I can just Volt Switch, because he doesn't have anything that really wants to take any hits here. Fletchling. This thing is like really scary. Fletchlings are pretty decent. Yeah, I can live anything from Fletchling, I think. He's gonna switch out here, so going for the U-turn was the proper play. We don't actually reveal our fake out as well. Here comes Mean One Thing, which is his Dwebble. He's gonna bring his Dwebble here. It's gonna take poison damage. It's gonna take U-turn damage here as well. Let's see how much this U-turn does. It's gonna do about 15%. Let's see here, Mienfoo against Dwebble. I guess these things normally carry the juice, right? So U-turn should have been like 23 to 28 if he's Berry Juice. He might be Eviolate. Does Diglett beat this thing? If I like attack him right now? Diglett with Earthquake probably doesn't kill him. Diglett with Earthquake probably doesn't kill him. He might have Rock Blast. How fast is this thing? 16 speed. He's actually relatively quick. Diglett can come in here. Probably not going to do too much. Ellie is good though, because Ellie can come in and set up rocks, which I do like. Let's go into Ellie and set up rocks here, and I can spin away any hazards he sets up. I can also knock off any item he has, which is actually a good idea. Let's knock off his item because he might have Berry Juice or something. And we can knock it off before the Berry Juice activates. If he's Shell Smash too, it's fine. But I have stuff that's faster than him. And I don't really think he can do too much to us. It's a Dwebble, so, you know, it's like a Dwebble, you know. It's gonna either set up Stealth Rocks and Spikes, could be like, I think it does get Sturdy Berry Juice. He's gonna go for the knockoff as well. He is faster than us, does a good amount. We're both gonna get our knockoffs on here. Both knocking off items. That does a lot. We're gonna get rid of his Berry Juice, which is epic, because now he doesn't get to do that sweet recovery thingy he was gonna do. Now, I'm kind of debating here, getting on my own rocks versus rapid spinning. How much do rocks hurt me? Not too much. Let's go for our own rocks here. I was gonna rapid spin predicting his stat or his entry hazards, but I'd rather get my own up because I'll hit the Fletchling for 25%. which could really help, especially if we hit him with like a fake out and stuff. We're gonna have to whittle him down with fake out and then go into like nose pass, and it's gonna be kind of tough. With sucker punch on Diglett, that could help too. He's gonna go for his own stealth rocks here. I'm gonna be able to spin them away. I'm gonna get my rocks up, and we might actually be able to spin all his hazards away here too. Sandshrews animation looks sick, dude. Look how cool that looked. And he probably doesn't die to poison. No, he doesn't. He might actually still have one more turn where he lives too. But I think with rapid spin plus poison, he's gonna go down here. Because I'll do like the 1 HP that we need. And I think we might be able to pick up a kill here. And if he switches, that's fine. I get the rapid spin off. So it's not even a big deal. Not even a big deal though. I'll get rid of those rocks. It's kind of weird. I guess he wanted to force me into rapid spin. But we both get our rocks up. So I like having mine up more though. I think my rocks are more important because now Dwebble can't switch back in, so he's almost got to let this thing die. Go for spikes. Just go for spikes for some reason. Don't attack me again. He was berry juice too, so I still have a berry juice on my nose pass too, so I actually am in decent shape with that thing. I could volt switch on the Fletchling. How do I beat the Iggly buff? I guess I can put it to sleep. Oh, I guess Shroomish doesn't get to put everything to sleep for free because he does have the little Pan Sage, so I can't just Spore because he might have acrobatics on that thing. Do I have anything to beat Pan Sage? Pan Sage is actually kind of a problem against me. I don't have acrobatics on Mienfoo. Pan Sage is a problem, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I could beat the Pan Sage. I'm gonna have to really use Mienfoo's fake out. The Pan Sage is actually more problematic than I thought. It is more problematic than I thought. He's gonna go for the Rock Blast here. Should be able to live this. We're gonna resist it. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. It does 1 HP each hit. Let's hope he doesn't get like 5 hits though. Let's stop, Twit. Stop it. Stop it at 4. He gets the 5. He gets the 5 turn hitter. He gets the 5 turn hitter, man. Rapid spin kill, maybe? Bueller? Oh, it doesn't do enough, but the Toxic should knock him out from here. I'm gonna get rid of the rocks. And Dwebble goes down to the Toxic Spikes. So Dwebble dies to Toxic Spikes. So now he's down to just a few Pokemon here, 4 Pokemon. All right, Iggly buff, Pan Sage, Helioptile, and Fletchling. Potentially thinking that Helioptile is scarfed. It's a very good chance he goes for Surf. If Helioptile comes in, I think it's a great opportunity for me to go into my my Shroomish. I think Shroomish can eat the hit. I don't know if that's risky or not. Probably is. Let's look at Helioptile. He's gonna go into It Can Only. I can take a Surf like no problem. Yeah, Surf does nothing. What is this thing? This is the Pan Sage. This is the Pan Sage I was worried about. I'm actually gonna go for the knockoff here. I'm gonna sack off this little guy here because I don't think it's gonna really do anything at this point anymore. I think he's gonna kill us, so I'm just gonna let him kill us. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. He's gonna probably go for like Seed Bomb or something. He's gonna just kill us. It's fine though. His responses to Mienfoo are not existent anymore. So, like, he doesn't outspeed us with anything. I don't think. Pan Sage, dude. Pan Sage is what I'm facing right now. This is hilarious. Pan Sage is relatively fast, I think, in Little Cup. It hits 17 speed, so it's actually speed tie with Mienfoo. So he could speed tie with Mienfoo. But I get the fake out, so I could fake out first. He's going for the Seed Bomb here. I don't think we're going to live this. I don't have an EVL8. So yeah, we're not going to live it. So he's going to kill us with Seed Bomb. So Pan Sage kills Sandshrew with Seed Bomb. And he's going to lose a little bit of health there. I think my play here is I think he could potentially have... I got to weaken this thing a little bit more so I can revenge kill him with Diglett. Which is slowly becoming our plan here, is Diglett's going to have to do some serious revenge killing. So I'm going to go for a fake out here and see how much damage we can do. Find out if he's EVL8. I can't stay on this thing though, because he could potentially have the acrobatics. And I think if he had that, we'd be in trouble. Like if he has acrobatics with no item. It does like, it's 2 KO, so it actually doesn't kill us. I can U-turn against him. So this fake out should probably, with no item, it'll do like 28%. With an item, it's going to do like 20%. Just can't even tell. With the EVL8. I don't know how Little Cup works. But we're even here at 4 and 4. 4 to 4. So I'm going to fake out. It's going to hit everything. It's going to hit the Iggly buff. It's going to hit the Tailo with this Fletchling. I've called it Tailo so many times, guys. I'm really sorry. I know Tailo's on my team. He's got Fletchling. but there's nothing really to bring in. He's gonna take 25% from rocks. We got hazards up. We got T-spikes hitting his Helioptile and his Igglybuff. I got Nose Pass with Sturdy and Berry Juice. I've got Diglett with Focus Sash. I've got a Regenerator Mienfoo, and I've got this Shroomish here, which hopefully Shroomish can stop something. So hopefully he can stop something. I think the play here is Fake Out and then U-turn. If he goes into Fletchling though, I gotta switch. He's gonna stay in. So we're gonna hit this thing with a Fake Out. It does a decent amount. I can definitely live in Acrobatics, it seems like, unless he's like Choice Banded Pansage, which I don't think he is. He's got a Berry though, so we know his item now. It's Berry Juice, right? Citrus Berry, okay. So I don't know how effective Citrus Berries really are, but I think our play here is just a U-turn into Shroomish. He might have Acrobatics though, but Shroomish isn't very useful, I think. Well, Shroomish is good against the Helioptile, but Diglett can beat it, and I can trap him anyway, and he dies. So I think our play is to U-turn out. If it's a speed tie, it's a speed tie. It's not. I win the speed tie, I guess. So we're gonna be able to U-turn out of here. This might knock him out. It does. Nice, Mienfoo. Nice job, dude. It's a crit, so I do think the crit probably mattered. I'll calc it really quick though. Mienfoo against non-Eviolite Pansage. U-turn to 66 to 85%. So maybe it doesn't matter. So Mienfoo kills Pansage with U-turn. So it was a damage roll. Maybe it didn't matter. I don't know. So he's got Fletchling. He's got Igglybuff and Helioptile. So I think my play is actually to go into Goldilocks because I do get the Berry Juice Sturdy and I can U-turn or Volt Switch, I suppose. I can T-Wave something too. I have HP Grass. I can Rock Blast the Igglybuff. I can Paralyze the Igglybuff. Is that the right play, or is 1-up the right play? Can 1-up live a hit from the Fletchling? If it can, then 1-up is where it's at. Fletchling. Fletchling does kill us with Acrobatics. It does. If he's Adamant Max Attack with Acrobatics, he does kill us. So maybe 1-up is not the right play. Maybe Goldilocks is. Because I believe the way this works is we'll get knocked to our Sturdy, and then we basically like gain it back with the Berry Juice. Pretty sure that's how it works. So we can just Volt Switch or Paralyze something with a T-Wave. So if Fletchling comes in, it's going to take 25% from rocks. Roughly, maybe. I don't know how Little Cup works. But that was good. Mienfoo beating out that Pansage was really nice. And he's just got his Fletchling, his Igglybuff, and a Helioptile. And Bluedolph can actually kill Oko the Helioptile, no doubt. Even if he's Scarf, because I do have the Sash. Mienfoo is at full health, so it should be able to live any hit from anything. And it does have the Fake Out as well, so I could take advantage of Fake Out a bunch of different Pokemon. Obviously, he's got the Gale Wings with his Fletchling, so he is going to outspeed us. So I do have to kind of be careful with that. But I do have, you know, I do have the potential to hit him with like a rock move with Bluedolph, even if he hits us with the Gale Wings, like Acrobatics. So I didn't realize that Fletchling actually learned Gale Wings too. I mean, I knew it going into this match, but prior to the match, I thought it was only Fletchinder and Talonflame. And that makes Fletchling really cool. It's gonna automatically have priority no matter what, going into pretty much every situation. So with Acrobatics, it was really cool that we were able to get rid of it earlier with the Mummy though on Yamask. Here comes Hotline, which is, I'm assuming, it's the Igglybuff, so he's gonna get poison here. So this is pretty much a free opportunity for me to just Volt Switch, I guess. I mean, I could Rock Blast here, but I think Volt Switch is the play, and I'll just go into Shroomish because Shroomish is more expendable. I would imagine we could potentially outspeed this thing. I have no idea what this thing's gonna do. I probably should have hard switched and saved my Sturdy. I'm really slow. I wish I could cancel. If I could, I would, guys. I can't though. He's gonna be fast than us. Probably a misplay. Probably a bit of a misplay, but how much does the Fletchling Acrobatics do to us? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, but he could be like HP Grass or something. Hidden Power Grass. No, I'm living that too. I'm living everything. So I don't know what Igglybuff's gonna do. We're actually gonna outspeed, get the Volt Switch off. It does a good amount too. And now I can just go into Shroomish and I can fire off like you know, Drain Punches or whatever. It's a neutral hit. So and honestly, Shroomish is my most expendable member at this point in the match. It would be nice against Helioptile, but it's not a big deal. So you can go for the Thunder Wave here. So that works out really well. It would have been awesome if I predicted that one to Diglett, but that's not gonna happen. So I see the Thunder Wave on this thing, and that means this thing's gonna have to T-Wave us to death here to win. I think our play is just to Drain Punch. It's gonna hit this thing neutral. It hits the Fletchling neutral because it's normal type, and it hits the Helioptile neutral. It's all neutral. So, and I don't think that Igglybuff is gonna do anything to us. It's an Igglybuff. I mean, maybe it can do something, but it's an Igglybuff, so I'm not expecting much from it. In all honesty, I'm not expecting much. But what this is gonna allow me to do is, if I go down, I could just go into Nose Pass again. And I could just hit him with the nice little Volt Switch again, or I go into Mienfoo and hit him with Fake Out Drain Punch, Fake Out U-Turn, either or. Let's see what the Igglybuff is gonna do. He is debating here. I'm just gonna say Bludolf, man. As long as Bludolf is good, Bludolf beats Helioptile. If Helioptile comes in and I go into Bludolf, it's dead. It's dead. Even if he's Scarfed, he's dead. He's gonna go for the return here. I'm curious to see how much this does. 6 damage. And we're gonna get a Drain Punch off. We actually don't get fully paralyzed. Drain Punch does a little bit. Looks like it'll actually kill him with another Drain Punch plus poison damage. He has a berry though, so I stand corrected. That's gonna be Citrus, another Citrus Berry, so that's gonna heal him back up a little bit and put us in a situation where now Drain Punch might not knock him out, but at the very least, I can hit him again with another Drain Punch, and I don't really lose anything by doing so. Return. That's actually kind of funny that he had Return on his Igglybuff. I definitely don't want to get paralyzed on anything else aside from Shroomish at this point. The other Pokemon on my team are like pretty valuable, especially Fake Out on Mienfoo. I do believe Fake Out does gain priority over Gale Wings, if I'm not mistaken. So Gale Wings is gonna give +1 priority, but I think Fake Out has a higher priority. I'm gonna double check, but I'm like 99% sure Fake Out always goes first. Let's take a look here. Let's go on to Smogon. Let's go check out the homie Meowth. I think Meowth learns Fake Out. It does. Fake Out is speed, +3 speed, so 3 priority, so it is gonna be faster. Let's go for the turn here. Assuming no para, we're gonna knock this thing out with a Drain Punch, maybe with the poison too. We almost knock him out. We got a better roll that time. Definitely an extra point there. He's gonna go down to the Toxic, so Igglybuff dies to Toxic, or Poison. To Poison. So that's 2 kills that Yamask technically has been attributed to. Here comes the Fletchling, and this is the thing that we're worried about the most. It's gonna take those rocks. I'm gonna go for the Spore here. If we don't get fully paralyzed, we're gonna be okay. If he does, however, set up with a Swords Dance, that could be problematic. But I should be able to live a hit and Spore him. And if not, we just let Shroomish go down. Shroomish is hanging in there, so we still got 3 other Pokemon, full health, Berry Juice, Sturdy on Nose Pass. We got, we got Diglett, who's looking really good. Bludolf, the red nose, the blue nose Diglett. And we got Mienfoo, who's got Fake Out. It's super bulky. He's not going down in a hit anyway. There's the Swords Dance. Hopefully we can get this this Spore off here. That would be absolutely lovely. Please don't get fully paralyzed, and we do. Well, that's not good, guys. That's not good at all. Alrighty, well, that was not what I was definitely not hoping for that to be the case. I kind of have to Spore again and hope we can put him to sleep. He might just knock us out at this point with Acrobatics, which is fine. Nose Pass versus Fletchling. Rock Blast should knock him out. I only got a hit like 2 or 3 times, I think. So Rock Blast could knock him out. He could have Roost, but Rock Blast should knock him out. Volt Switch does a good amount too, but Rock Blast is probably the proper play. I hope I don't get swept by this thing. That would be unfortunate. I don't want to get swept by a Tailo, or Fletchling. I've called it Tailo so many times, guys, I'm sorry. Don't judge me. Don't Swords Dance again, though. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I have like Sturdy and stuff on different Pokemon. And Helioptile dies to Drain Punch too. So I have a couple different options here. If, like, I could Rock Slide with Diglett. He's gonna Swords Dance again, which is fine. Hopefully I hit the Spore this time. We do hit the Spore. So he is asleep now. He is sleeping. I have an opportunity to switch here and hope he doesn't wake up. If he does wake up, that's very problematic. I think, I mean, what are the chances of first turn wake? Gen 6, chances of waking up. Pokemon, sleep. Okay, So sleep lasts 1 to 4 turns. I'm gonna wait for this page to load here before I switch into Goldie Rocks and cost myself the game by making a bad play. Open the page. There it is. Okay, sleep, generation 6. Sleep lasts 1 to 3 turns in addition to Pokemon sleep counters when it's switched out. No, it doesn't do that anymore. Pretty sure its first turn wake is like pretty low chance. Anyway, let's just look and see how much a Drain Punch does. Because Shroomish really isn't going to do anything at this point. Drain Punch does like 30%. The only thing is he could have Roost. He could have Roost, which is why I'm trying to put the pressure on. Let's go into Goldilocks. This is a bad play. This is a bad play. I still do have the potential Diglett to beat this thing. He's not going to wake up. He won't wake up, dude. He's not going to do it. Goldie Rocks. He's sleeping. He's sleeping all day, man. He's snoring over there, this little birdie. All right, Rock Blast. You have a 90% chance to hit. All you gotta do is hit, Rock Blast. All you gotta do. You just gotta hit. All you gotta do is hit, Rock Blast. He's gonna wake up. He's gonna go for the acrobatics. Should be able to eat this. We do. It doesn't even get us to the berry juice, which is unfortunate. We do hit the Rock Blast. It should knock him out. That does a lot. That does a lot. One more. It didn't happen, guys. It didn't happen. I gotta Rock Blast again. I'm actually gonna T-Wave this time, I think. Or I could Volt Switch. What's my play here? I think T-Wave is probably the proper play. It removes this thing as a threat if I paralyze it. It's still a threat, but it's less of a threat if it's paralyzed. I just don't want him to roost. I think he's gonna roost. He's gonna roost. I should be able to live. I should be able to live the acrobatics here. I wonder if he would switch. No, he can't. He dies on entry. I have Fake Out, so like I could just Fake Out, and then even if he went to Helioptile, I could live any hit from a Helioptile. Assuming he's scarfed, because this thing dies on entry anyway. So I don't think Helioptile can beat me in one hit. Mienfoo, not even a chance. Even if he was Specs. Even if he was Specs. Which I guess doesn't make sense in Little Cup. But he's going to go for the acrobatics here. We might be able to live this hit. We do with 1 HP. That's going to get us our berry juice, I believe. That'll hopefully reactivate our sturdy, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Goldie Rocks. You are just too beautiful right now. You are too beautiful for doing that. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that, Goldie Rocks. I really do. Thank you for not dying there. We're going to go for the Volt Switch here. This should knock him out now that he's paralyzed. And we will... we'll hopefully get the kill here. If he does go for Roost here, that's fine. Not a big deal. But I would like the Volt Switch to go into my my Bludolf here for free. He could Roost though. He definitely could. But he is fully paralyzed. So, if he is paralyzed. So I would like to take a nice 4-0 here. He is going to get fully paralyzed on this turn, and we're going to knock him out with Goldie Rocks here. Unfortunate about the paralysis. I got paralyzed earlier. It's Little Cut, man. So, Nose Pass kills Fletchling with a Volt Switch. And that's game, man. We just go into Bludolf here, and Bludolf is going to pick up the last kill. Do I want Bludolf to get the kill, or do I want Mienfoo to get the kill? Because Mienfoo gets it with Drain Plunge plus Fake Out, and we just like automatically win too. Yeah, let's give it to Mienfoo. Mienfoo already has one kill, so why not make it have 2 instead of... We're just not going to show the love to Bludolf. We're just going to give it to Maruchan here. Fake Out plus Drain Punch easily knocks this thing out. So here comes the Helioptile. And it's going to take those rocks. It's going to take that whatchamacallit, the poison damage. And the proper play here is just to click Drain Punch and win, but I'm going to go for Fake Out here, and the reason why is I don't know anything about Little Cup, so there could be some unforeseen circumstances that cause me to need as much damage on this thing as possible. So just to be safe, we will Fake Out first, get the damage off, and then Drain Punch. I don't foresee him being able to kill us in one hit, but you never know. He might have something crazy, and it could be a crit, and he could knock us out. I doubt it, but we're just being safe here. We're just being safe here. So hopefully Maruchan here, our Noodles, is going to beat this guy. So we're going to hit him with a Fake Out here. Perfectly planned. He's going to drop to almost half health here. I just get to click Drain Punch, and if he's not Scarfed, we automatically outspeed him, or at least speed tie. If he is Scarfed, he'll outspeed us, but I don't believe a Thunderbolt will kill us at this point in the match. He is going to be fast on us. He has to go for Surf because of the Diglett. We're going to easily eat that up. It only does 7 HP, so it does 33%. Drain Punch is going to come through, knock out the Helioptile, and Mienfoo is going to pick up a second kill. Mienfoo kills Helioptile with Drain Punch. And that is that, guys. Our first ever match of Little Cup here in the UCL Little Cup Offseason League is going to be a nice little win there for the St. Louis Greninjas, of course. Coming out with a nice win over Twit and the Grand Canyon Greninjas. Nice little 4-0 there. If you guys want to check out Twit's channel, feel free to do so in the description below. Definitely show your love on that like button if you haven't yet. And I will catch you guys next week as we take on either Nexus or Shady. I don't know who, but we'll take on one of them. And that's going to be that for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace.